Hello. Hello. It's an experimental setup, you know. I really don't know if I have anything to say today. It's Easter 2020. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? These glasses are fake. That's right, folks. This plant's gonna make it, you know? It's gonna make it. I kind of minimalized my living room a bit. There was this clock here that was arguably tacky, so instead I put up this art that I got in Spain. You know? I'm gonna put on a shirt. And I want to hear your thoughts on that. Where the fuck did the shirt I was wearing go? It's you, it's all for you, everything I do. Okay, guys, let's see. What's going on? What's going on in the world? What's going on? What's going on in the world? I posted 5 videos dancing to that song Places by Martin Solveig. I love that song so much. And, let me pull this out because I'm just scared that my whole face isn't getting in the shot, but I'm going to leave it because sometimes you adjust the shot and then you're like, why didn't I adjust the fucking shot? It was perfect. Let's see, yeah. I danced to that song, Places by Martin Solveig, 5 times. I really love that song. There's something about it. The friend who showed it to me said it's the syncopation that is what I'm hooking into. So it's like da 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 da. It's something, he did it on my leg one time. It was really cool. We were like driving and he was like, hold on, this is the syncopation. And then he was like, it's like how it's slightly offbeat. That's my understanding of it. It's like there's a beat and then there's a beat off the beat. And what I'm enjoying is the beat off the beat, apparently. This is what has been told to me about it. But, so I danced that 5 times. Actually, there are 6 times of me dancing to it available to watch because, god damn it. And I wish I'd made the ISO lower on this too. There are 6 times of me dancing to it online on YouTube because in one of them, the one where I'm in those underwear and it's nighttime, I danced to it twice. That's right, folks. What else? Yeah, so I've really just been enjoying the internet, enjoying Twitter. I go through phases where I watch the news a lot. And then other phases where I don't. I come back to the places. I wish I could play guitar. It'd be cool if somebody could make a guitar, slow guitar karaoke of that song of Places by Martin Solveig and send it to me. I would record myself, probably, singing it slowly. How did that song start? I come back to the places where we found us. We're somewhere in a place between love and lust. And I could go anywhere, anywhere's home. Yeah, I could go anywhere and never feel alone. How I come back to the places where we found us. When I'm not with you, I'm not me. Nothing ever feels good when I'm not with you. Sometimes I fantasize about. I've had like some voice classes in my life. But sometimes I fantasize about really like at some year like really putting myself through like a singing boot camp, you know, coming out with much better control. I have this thing that I think sometimes about how like the hometown advice you get about an artistic life can be very annoying, right? Like people that don't know anything about it being like, why don't you just do this? But sometimes I have this theory that like that advice actually, if you just took it, would be right. Namely the fact that they're always like, why don't you go on American Idol? And you're like, you don't even get what I do if you're saying that. I don't know if anybody's told me to say that. Anybody's told me to do that. But, and then I'm like, but you know what? What if you did and it worked? My hair's getting long. It's funny to watch everybody's different experiences of this. Because it is happening. We all are staying home. Oh my God. She thought I was talking to her. We all are staying home. So homemade content creation has definitely gone up. I know it has in this house. Love you guys. Let's see. No. I was gonna see if I had any jokes in my phone, but I tend to like these better when I'm really trying to think of what to say. I wonder if you guys agree. It's like, I don't know, I saw one where I was reading something that I'd written and it was cool, but it's part of my theory of everything that it's really most engaging to see a person actually think of what to say next, you know? Yeah, I could talk more about Hong Kong. I won't do that right now, but although that story that I told about Hong Kong, which I recommend, not the first one that says Hong Kong, but the one that says Hong Kong story, full story or something, part one, really long one, it's like half an hour long. I was happy with that, or I felt like I really communicated the experience. It was funny, a lot of you guys were commenting that it was interesting to watch how unsure I was of my own memories. To me, it seemed natural, or like I don't know. It was interesting feedback because it didn't occur to me that I was having trouble remembering anything, although I was, but it seems normal. I guess it was like a while ago, so. But yeah, you guys kind of described it as nebulous or like, uncertain memories, which I guess is true. Sometimes you have that impulse, that's like what the journaling impulse comes from sometimes, is you're like, these memories are going to get cloudier and cloudier. And if I write them down or if I say them, I'll imprint some of them. Oh yeah, but what I was going to say is those 30 minutes are, I think, the bulk of the thrilling part, or the rest of it was thrilling, but in a more grounded way. It was just like, then I just had a good time after that, but we did do a bunch of stuff, but I guess it is, I mean, yeah, maybe I'll make a thing about it. But, basically what happened was my friend Scotty, we hung out and he just helped me feel soothed after that whole freak out. And then I called my parents and I told them I was in Hong Kong or something. And my, sometimes parents can really like, for me at least, maybe it's just the way my parents are, but in any kind of emergency mode, they kind of drop into this higher space where you're like, damn, you're being really wise and calm right now. So it's funny because I was like, I don't know, like, it's crazy how far I flew to come here. And I was like, maybe I should just go home. And my mom was like, you're already there. She's like, you're in Hong Kong. She's like, enjoy it. So, I stayed for the full week, which I'm so glad I did. And I would wish I want to be there more. Yeah, I can also tell you guys about fun travels I had to other places. When I'm not with you, I'm not me. So that song is called Places by Martin Solveig, featuring Ina Roldson, I think is how you pronounce it. Sorry. And this is a great song. Can't stop listening to it, really. To anyone who's gotten up and danced along, I'm glad. Sometimes you guys say I should do a guided dance class or something. I would say just dance along to those. Just dance with me, Just dance with me. I feel lucky to be connected to the energy that makes me dance like that, It feels like magic. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful that it comes through me. Always have, man. I've been into dancing, I think, my whole life. Okay. I love you guys. I hope you like this. Shit's going good, you know? Shit's going good. If you don't know, I the sound is recorded on my iPhone. So if you like the way these sound, just know if you have an iPhone, you know, it can record sounds like that. And the Voice Memos app. I'm starting to, yeah, I mean, that Brittany Broski video is so incredible because you see her mind dart take hard lefts and hard the one where she tries kombucha, you know. You see her mind dart hard left and hard right, like a bunch of times in a row. She's like, and anyway, I feel like sometimes my mind does that, where it's like, What do you guys think of the glasses? There was a phase, well, when I went to Hong Kong, for instance, there was a phase when I just wore these all the time. They are real in that they exist. I was like the kid that wanted glasses. Do you remember in your class when somebody would get braces and you wanted braces because it was like a novel thing? Also, they got to like leave class for a day to go get braces and then came back. Everybody was interested in their braces. And there were similar things with glasses. I'm not saying I actually, now being a knowing person, envy that, but I did when I was a kid. I was like, oh, I want to go get glasses. And anyway, I still don't need them. Very grateful. But these are like real, you know, decent brand, but they have the nothing, the no prescription. They're non-prescription. I think somebody told me to say that. They're like, don't call them fake, just say they're non-prescription. But like that's like worse because then you say non-prescription and somebody hears that and then they're like, wait a minute. Yeah. But what do you guys think? I mean, there's this thing they do. I don't know. I think sometimes they like create a context that's comfortable or something. It's like, oh, a guy with glasses. Like, okay. Or not. I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think of the glasses. Anything else? I'm reading your brain waves from the future. Taking them off. One of my best friends prefers me without them because she's like, no, I like to see your eyes. I like to connect. I'm like, girl, I love you. Anything else? Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you don't. Or not. Just if you want to, of course. Follow me on Tumblr if you want. You know, I wrote some poems that I was reading last night that I was thinking about reading today, but I've already said I don't really want to read something. But I have a Tumblr, and there are some poems on it, especially the first one I wrote, really, where I'm like, I like really, you know, I like them. It moves me. Maybe it's just because it's, me reading about my own experience. I'm like, I relate to that. But I do think they're worthwhile. I wrote poems. I wrote some poems in high school too that I still remember a bit. It seems similar to that in a way where it's not something I do professionally by any means, but it's like, oh yeah, these things come out of you. Poetry can sing out of you every once in a while. It's like, Okay, love you guys.